Hey y'all, this is Treacherous Slayer, and before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Now today we're about to get into episode 4 of Pretty Little Liars Summer School. Now y'all, if y'all not watching the show, I don't know what the hell y'all doing, because y'all definitely need to get into it, because y'all missing out. Now, the episode starts out with another fan-made horror movie from Spooky Spaghetti of Archie's backstory as he ties his mother, Rose Waters, to a bed and proceeds to mutilate her face. As we speed past that, we're then tossed to the parlor where the girls are discussing Mouse's ordeal of what she just survived during her Sweet 16. Now, we all know she got tested by Bloody Rose at the bootleg Chuck E. Cheese, which was known as Rosie Ricotta's. Now, she explains that the rules of her birthday test was like, any final girl must escape any death trap. You hide, I seek. And then they all just looking at each other like, y'all, this is fucked up. I can't believe this is happening again. What the hell are we gonna do? And then they all come to a conclusion that they just gonna continue to research on Spooky Spaghetti and discover who the hell Bloody Rose is. Because they trying to think back like, okay, who else is after them? Because they know Principal Clinton and Archie Waters were last season. So who the hell is this Bloody Rose Waters character? Like, is this a wannabe? And Mouse is blaming herself for doing that Candyman ass ritual to try to summon Bloody Rose, thinking that they're actually facing a supernatural killer, which I'm like, no girl, this ain't Nightmare on Elm Street, y'all good. Now, as they discuss that, they then say, okay, we're just gonna like go over her whereabouts in Spooky Spaghetti and see what comes up. Then they also decide to set up another group session with Dr. Sullivan, but then she doesn't answer, so they just leave her a voice message. And then Tabby just tells the group, okay, y'all get any more unknown calls? Don't y'all dare answer. I was like, right, because did y'all not watch When a Stranger Calls? Like, come on now. Don't answer that phone. Now, they finish up the night, and then Mouse questions Lola, like, okay, Lola, look, Delulu, who the hell told you to drop me off at that bootleg ass Chuck E. Cheese? Did it look like I'll have my Sweet 16 at a Rosie Ricotta's? Like, be for real, Delulu. And then she was like, it was a friend that said they were from the other side. Oh, and our girl. What friend from the other side? The other side of what? Obviously hell or dementia, because which one is it, Delulu? Come on. I'm gonna need you to like keep us up at this point, because who are you even talking to? And who is this said friend? That's what I wanted to know, like, y'all. Who y'all think is the secret friend that Lola trusts so much with all this information and everything that she's acting all scary and delusional with? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Like, we already halfway through the season, so we'll see. As we speed past that, the next morning, they all start just having breakfast or whatever. Then they all get the phone call, like, is this Imogen Adams? And then, she was like, yeah, we got an urgent call saying you wanted to schedule a meeting with Dr. Sullivan and everything. Unfortunately, Dr. Sullivan, y'all, we learned her ass was pushed down the stairs. I was like, who pushed Dr. Sullivan? Not the nice therapist. And then they're all gagged like, she in a hospital. I'm like, right, like, who pushed that nice woman down the stairs? Obviously, we know last season, A was threatening everyone they even let slip that they were in danger to. Like, they were about it and they were going to hurt them. So obviously they hang up and then reschedule a meeting since now they learned Dr. Sullivan in a hospital. And they're paranoid, like, okay, what the hell do we do next? Because we learned from last season, if we tell anybody, A is gonna kill him. In this instance, Bloody Rose. Like, cause I'm like, damn, Bloody Rose, you are completely ruthless. Like, girl, let the girls breathe at least. But obviously you're not gonna do that, because if that was the case, you wouldn't even be doing all this. Now, as they schedule another, meeting, we then see Kelly at our church, our Mother of Holy Grace, and her and Greg are rehearsing their lines, and obviously they tweaked their script a little because Kelly wanted to modernize it because she wanted to, be sensitive to the topics due to, like, Imogen and Tabby's past experience and everything, and, like, don't want it to be triggering. But the pastor and, her mom were not going. Like, they were like, no, like, this is not what we signed up for. Like, you read the script as it was written. And talking about, like, it's all hypocritical and everything. Like, who are you to think you're God and pass judgments and everything? and going against their word and everything. I'm like, it says the ones I want to throw this whole Redemption House. But I'm like, so what is the true purpose of Redemption House? Like, why they can't make it appeal to moderate audiences so they could get their message through the town, since that's your goal, at least. And I'm like, what is this sad message? I guess we'll find that out soon. But anyways, as Pastor Malachi cusses out Kelly for not, you know, following the script, and her mom like, yeah, follow that script, or you're basically not doing this play. Like, you know how important it is to town. And she was like, okay, whatever, mom. Okay, then after that, we see Imogen visiting Dr. Sullivan in a hospital. We see hella cast and everything. Now I'm starting to think, y'all, do y'all really think she was pushed, or did she just say she was pushed, you know? Like, because she's still one of my lead suspects for being a potential Bloody Rose, because it's kind of convenient when Mouse was being tested, you somehow end up with your leg casted and you in the hospital all of a sudden. Looks pretty self-inflicted, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong, y'all. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. But anyways, as we speed past that, she like, yeah, I was pushed down the stairs and everything. So Imogen learns that, and then y'all, Imogen tells the girls about Dr. Sullivan being pushed down the stairs, and they're like, okay, obviously it was Bloody Rose who did it, and whoever this Bloody Rose woman is. And like, Mouse falls silent throughout the whole conversation as Imogen tells the girls that she was pushed and everything. And Mouse just thinks that she's the reason why all this is happening, since she typed details on Spooky Spaghetti way back when about Archie's mask and how it was stitched together with the leather and everything. And people just took the story and ran with it, and she's blaming herself for it. And they all like, now girl, stop being so melodramatic. This is not your fault. This is all Psycho's fault, mainly ringleader Principal Clanton. So yeah, they was like, don't blame yourself. We just gonna have to get through this. Post up the forum on, like, if you spotted Rosewater, tell us right the fuck now so we can deal with her ass. And yeah, and then they could go on about their business and live their best lives, as they should, because they need to be worried about passing them grades so they can become juniors next year and not be forever sophomores. So as they speed past that, we then go back to the Orpheum, where Christian praises Tabby on getting a call from Piff, since prior we seen Tabby getting a call from an unknown number, and since they're all on edge, like, okay, this could be Bloody Rose, they gotta be, you know, stand on business. So as she cussed out the person who's on the phone, who's an actual, like, I guess, member of the Piff organization, to let Tabby know that one of their films dropped out, so now she can submit a new film, not Avenge, but create a new film. And then she's like, okay, bet, like, I'm definitely going to do that, as she informs the girls. And Christian's hypes her up, like, yeah, you need to do it because you're talented as hell and I'm in love with you. And I even said I'm in love with you, but we all know he infatuated with that woman. So as we speed past that, Imogen has a flashback with her mom in the hospital when she, like, broke her leg once, and it was a sentimental moment, and had her being evocative of her mother, since we all know she didn't get to spend all that remaining time that she could have with Davy, and all the other girls got their moms, but she doesn't no longer have her. So it was very, like, hard for her to even be in the hospital at that moment, but she was trying to be there for Dr. Sullivan, since I feel like that's the closest that she can get to a mother figure at that point, a little bit, in terms of, like, truly confessing her feelings and everything. Even though she could do that with the other girls' mom, especially with Tabby's mom, Sydney, but obviously, I guess she also wanted to share so much, so, which is understandable. As they wrap that up, we then see Imogen and the rest of the girls meet up with Christian at the Orpheum as they film Tabby's new short film idea that she, like, pitched with Clip Chip, who's no longer with us. Like, basically, like, a reiteration of Jaws, and they make it like a slasher and everything in a movie theater, which was a cool ass concept, I would say. I was like, okay, Tabby, we love to see a future director getting, the praise that they deserve and everything, because she's doing a pretty good damn job. And the girls all do it, have a blast. And then, as they finish that up, Noah is, working her regular shift. Then she gets a call at Benny's, and then she stares at the phone. Then Benny comes out like, "What the hell are you just looking at the phone for?" Answer. Then he answered it, and then no one answered. He was like, just another prank call. He didn't understand why people be doing that shit. She's like, right, I don't know why they're doing that dumb shit. Then she storms out, all frustrated and obviously paranoid, because we know damn well that's Bloody Rose, like, trying to bait her, like, okay, I'm ready to play, so bring your ass outside. And obviously she didn't come outside, so yeah, Jen suggests, like, okay, come to my dad's place, and we can have some alone time together and everything. I'm like, no, here we go. Girl, you gonna have to choose, like, who you want, Sean or Jen, because this side chick business, it could get messy, girl. It could get really messy, because that's what it's giving. So, I don't know. Who y'all think she gonna choose, y'all? Because, I don't know, it's a bit circuitous at this moment, so we shall see. Now, we skip past that. And then Ash, like, questions Mouse on, like, why the hell is she on Spooky Spaghetti? And he's shocked to learn that the girl suggested that she goes on Spooky Spaghetti to research where Rose is. Because I was like, in a sense, it's a bit bittersweet for him, because I guess he's like, okay, well, he does want her to, get through all this so he could finally have some sense of normalcy with her, but he don't want her to be in danger. So he's like, shit, okay, you doing all this, I'm gonna come with you. At least you're gonna have some protection this time, so I ain't letting your look ass go out there alone, so I'm gonna be right by your side. Now, we skip to the pool side, where Henry apologized to Farron with a bouquet of flowers, and, like, look, like, I'm sorry for, reacting the way I did, and I shouldn't, like, left without really understanding your perspective and everything, so forgive me for being a dick. I'm like, yeah, because I was being like, Bloody Rose, he's still on a roster if you want to test somebody, because him and Greg asked, don't forget about them too, if you want to test somebody so damn bad, so those two more people on your roster, so please do it. Now, as she forgives him, she suggests they have some private swimming lessons, since he's talking about he wants to take some swimming lessons at the Y, so I guess he can spend more time with her at the pool, so he ain't letting her get chased after by Greg and everything with his thirsty ass. Now, we then see Jen bringing Noah to her dad's home. And I don't know, I was like, wait, Jen, since when you trust fund, baby girl? Because that house was nice and everything, so I was like, now, why you working at the pizza parlor if your daddy got all this money? But then we learned that apparently her dad's some, owning, pharmaceuticals and everything. And that he feels like her mom should deal with rehab and all that by herself, since she chose to get addicted to drugs in his eyes. She chose that life, so she should deal with the consequences, and I guess Jen included. So yeah, her and Jen sneak up to the house, go through the clothes of, I guess, his new wife or whatever, then they just have a little heart-to-heart by the pool, and she just says, like, you know what, fuck your dad, you just be there for your mom and everything. And Jen, like, okay, bet, like, but can you be here for me as well, like, we could do this all the time and all that. Then, y'all, she kisses her, I'm like, are you gonna choose? Or are you gonna let Bloody Rose choose for you? Because that's what it's gonna give, I think, next episode. Like, I think next episode is gonna be Noah's test, so I think it's definitely gonna be a test for the heart, so can't wait to be seeing that. Now, as we speed past that, Imogen receives a call from Blake Winter saying that Rob's mom passed, so they have to leave town real quick. So can she look after Estelle and everything? And I'm sure, I was like, well, but from Rob's sake ass attitude, I'm sure they want her to watch the baby after how they was treating her and everything. But she accepts and everything. She's like, okay, I could do that. And then she goes over there. And then later on, we see Kelly, y'all, going to the church, right? Why the hell she catch her mom, like, sneaking up into one of those confession booths with the pastor all sneakily? I was like, nah. And then you want Kelly to take this pledge of celibacy, but you over here, getting folded like a pretzel in a confessional booth by the pastor. I'm like, now, I might not be the brightest God in the heavens, but ain't that something you shouldn't do in any church? In any church, I don't think. I feel like, isn't that a big no-no in terms of sins, of all sins? Like, why would you be getting spread eagle in a confessional booth of all places? Now, the next ones who go up in that confessional booth are gonna be like, do y'all smell a hint of ball? Like, do y'all smell that? Just a whiff? A funk? Like, what is that smell, you know? So she was like, oh yeah, bet, mom. And then she texts her and walks out of there like, yeah, I'm not doing this shit, basically, like, bye. Like, so I guess she chooses to have a little sneaky link with Greg at the swimming pool. And then y'all, they interrupt Henry and Farron at the pool having their little couples night. And then Greg all like, oh, I didn't know this was gonna happen and everything. I'm like, why are you plotting? And I know I seen some of y'all comments on Twitter, so I'm like, why are y'all shipping Farron and Greg? Why? Tell me why. I don't see it. I don't see it. I can see her being single for a little minute, you know, like just doing her, but I don't see her and Greg. Because Henry, he might get knocked off. I'm calling it, he might. Especially what happens later on in this episode now. As she catches her mom and the pastor being hypocrites, you know, being jackrabbits up in a confessional booth. We see Imogen getting a call from Rob saying, hey, one of the windows is unlocked upstairs, so can you go check on it? And then that has Imogen like on high alert, like, oh hell no, not this again. Then she goes upstairs, checks on the cell, and sees the windows open, grabs a big ass kitchen knife while she's doing this, and she hits up Johnny like, hey, can you come over as soon as you can? I don't feel safe at the moment, everything. And he was like, okay, bet. You basically freed up my schedule since you basically told the whole time I was a hoe. I'm like, well, you is a hoe. You know, you gotta work on your hoe ways, sir. If you want to win Imogen's heart, don't be a hoe. Simple. So, as he saw these, since she like cut off his failed sneaky links and everything, we then see Kelly telling Farron that at the church confessional group that Henry told the whole group their business about how Farron was lying. I'm like, now Henry, you know you didn't have to tell the whole church that, especially to a hypocritical ass pastor who's bending over your friend mama in a confessional booth. Now, you didn't have to open your big ass mouth and say that. I was like, at this point, Bloody Rose, he's still up for, you know, for the taking, please. Just saying, there's always an option in Henry. Now, we then see Mouse and Ash getting a lead on Bloody Rose, and then he's like, okay, bet, I'm coming with you, you ain't going alone. And then, y'all, we see Kelly going back home to her mom and everything, and the mom like, well, her hypocritical ass, where have you been? Is this late? I told you no more roller skating with those bitches and everything. Like, you gotta stay here and pray. And she was like, Mom, all I did is went swimming with Greg. She was like, swimming alone? And then she was like, no. Then she was like, and then Kelly just started screaming and everything. I was like, oh hell no. I was like, not Kelly's mom being like Carrie White's mom and everything. And she basically like snatched Kelly up, like, pray, little girl, pray for forgiveness, and then threw her in the closet and locked her. I was like, not her getting carried at home. I'm like, not the Carrie White story. And I seen some of y'all theories too. Y'all talk about, y'all think Kelly could be a potential Bloody Rose too. I never consider that, especially she getting thrown in a confessional prayer closet at home. So I'll keep an eye out for that reveal if that is a potential thing. Now, as she's like, you know, praying for forgiveness, and then she opens the door the next morning, all like hair off wrist from the summer heat and everything. And then the mom just casually got eggs and bacon and shit all on the table for Breakfast like, good morning. We gotta get through this together, and it takes both of us to be strong. You know, praise the Lord for keeping his family together. I'm looking like, but you over here spreading eagle for the pastor in the confessional booth in Jesus' home. Yeah. Huh. Anyways, we then flash back to, you know, Imogen and Johnny, you know, getting ready for, I guess, a little date or whatever. And then, y'all, she kisses him. I'm like, oh. So after he protected her and everything all night, I was like, see, okay, this hoe do have a chance with her and everything. So I'm still rooting for them, though. So we shall see. And I hope, you know, A don't get to him and everything. Now, Bloody Rose, he's off limits. Do not touch Johnny the hottie, okay? Do not touch him. This should be good for Imogen. And then, y'all, we see Farron getting her phone call from, you know, Bloody Rose, like, hey, Farron, it's time for your test. And Farron's, like, thinks back to the conversation they had earlier in the episode. Like she said, I'm in the best shape of my life, so I'm ready for this bitch. So Bloody Rose was like, are you ready for your test? And then Farron was like, hell yeah. She said, when and where, bitch? I was like, I know that's right. She ready to beat some ass. So she told her at the construction site on the south side, and Farron grabs a little protein shake, take a sip, and then she gone. She out there, she took a box cutter for protection. I was like, right, just in case you gotta cut a bitch, you get that. And she sure did grab it. So we then see that. And y'all, we then see her reach the construction site. And then y'all, I'm like, not Bloody Rose buying off from John Kramer. Oh, now Bloody Rose, I don't know you was a fan of the Saw franchise, because what in the hell is this Saw game? We see a dummy with a little rose crown and a ticking time clock sitting on it. And then this large-ass construction building metal bar that, like, weighs a ton. And y'all, talking about the final girl must be filled with strength by any means and everything. And she gotta hold that big-ass ton for a whole hour, y'all. I'm looking like, and if she fails to complete that test, meaning like dropping the weight, someone that she loves dies. I'm like, oh hell no. See, like, Farron a strong woman, because had that been anybody else, somebody would have been a goner. I'm so serious. I am so serious. Bloody Rose, I'd be like, well, we gonna have to fight, because ain't no way the hell you finna have me standing here for an hour with lifting a bar, like holding that big ass building piece for an hour. I'm like, this is insane. And then while we see a side to side of the girls finally getting the lead on Rose Waters' like location at this like homeless camp, the girls find her. They like, are you Rose Waters? And then she like, yeah, who's asking? And then like they was like, Archie targeted us last year, and we think someone else is after us and everything. And then she's like, wait, Archie's alive? And then y'all, she runs past them like full manic episode. And they like, wait, girl, wait. And then she arrives at a bridge and just jumps off the side of the damn bridge, and all the girls like Noah, Imogen, Mouse, and Tabby just looking all terrified, like, why the hell did she just jump off this cliff? And then Mouse was pissed. She's like, I am so sick of not having evidence. But then she's like, that was our only proof of, you know, proving that was actually Rose Waters. And they go dig through her stuff at her little spot by the bridge or whatever. Then they find a photo of Angela, and then they find her psych record. And y'all, I was gagged when they found her like psych file for when she was in Rosewood. And y'all, we find out that Dr. Sullivan, lying ass, was Rose Waters' doctor, like treating her and everything. I'm like, now girl, why would you withhold that information? Like, you're sus, especially giving Imogen them damn hallucination pills. Like, I'm still not gonna forgive you for that. Anyways, we then see Farron finally passing her test, y'all. And then she dropped that motherfucker on the ground. She was like, yeah, she fucking did it. I was like, I know that's right. I was so happy for her because I was scared. I was like, now, girl. So she dropped that, she was like, okay, I'm done. And then, y'all, as she grabbed her phone, here come Bloody Rose ass limping all creepily out of the damn shadows. And then Farron looking at her like, y'all see her face like, okay, what the hell? I thought I done passed the damn test. You want to test me more? Like, she said, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So she's like, oh yeah, bitch. Okay, she's like, okay, throw them dukes up, bitch. Throw them dukes up. So they have a deadly little fight. They going at it, like tussling, pulling hair. And then I was like, come on, dodge, dodge, dodge. And then Farron got the upper hand, elbow her ass in her titty. I was like, yeah. And then she crawled and grabbed the brick and like swatted her like a fly. But then she grabbed that knife and then sliced Farron's arm. And then Farron was like, okay, bitch, now I'm bleeding. I had to go. So they have a little mini chase scene, y'all. This was a good ass scene and everything. I really thought Farron was a goner too. I was like, cause Rose shiesty ass gonna lock the fucking gate. Like, I guess she said, no, little bitch, you ain't going nowhere. And like, as Farron tries to like think of a quick solution to get the hell away from there, like as Bloody Rose like doing her little snake dance towards her and everything, Farron climbs up that gate and y'all, she get the hell out of that. She climbs over that barbed wire and everything. She lands and then has a little face-to-face last look at Bloody Rose, and y'all, she screams and then she runs, and that's the end of the episode, y'all. And so much happened, and we just halfway through the season. Like, I need y'all to tell me who the hell Bloody Rose is, because I got all these suspects and I want to hear y'all thoughts and opinions. Y'all better let me know in the comments, because I cannot be alone on this, because what the hell is going on? And I just got to shout out to Zarya, who portrays Farron. You did an amazing job in this scene. I knew this took a lot of strength and, preparation and devotion into this character. And I just love how you bring this character to life. And don't you stop being the greatest version of you, girl, because you ate and devoured this. Because I was so scared. I thought she had you with that knife, girl. I ain't gonna lie. I thought she had you, and she didn't. So, y'all know, keep up the great work. And I'm definitely gonna need more seasons of this show, because y'all are missing out, because this show is definitely one of the best things to happen with Gen Z, and finally a chase scene that Gen Z could claim as one of our own. So yeah, y'all, I can't wait. Y'all stay tuned to episode 5, which I believe will be Noah's test, and y'all, what a test is gonna be. So, I'm the Treacherous Slayer, y'all, and I'm out. And, like I said in the beginning, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all.